gonna be a rat. I'm gonna eat cheese. Load game. Middle stage. Nice. Did the other one have middle stage? I don't even remember. I thought it just had start and end. Wait, what we're doing actually? How many do we have? We have 2 lost souls. I need 3. I actually like this kind of cheese. I mostly have it on like hamburger, but it's so many cheese in here that it's like I don't eat that many hamburgers that often. That just eating this much is like just a waste. Plus, it's good cheese. Also, I realized I could have actually jumped. Yeah, I know. I was actually going to there. I just remember what I needed to do. I need to go to the Fox Forest. Like, for someone that is from like west from east, basically. Like, for me, Fox Forest doesn't sound bad, but with thought of like Eastern religion, mythology. Let's say mythology. Yeah. Hold on, someone is calling me, and no, it's a suspected spam. Then you can fuck off. There you go. My phone warned me after a little second that, hey, this might be spam. So I was like, okay, yeah, you know what? No. But yeah, like, mythology, like, isn't it a whole, like, fox spirit is, like, evil? Is it evil, or is it just a trickster? Because there's so many different variations of it, I feel. Like, there was one time my father watched, like, a horror movie with, like, a fox spirit. And then it was basically just, like, a... Oh, that was... I thought I heard, like, a horn outside from a car, but that was a horn from the television. But basically it was, like, an Anubis-looking ass thing that was, like, chasing people. And that was supposed to be one of, like, the fox spirits. I actually don't know, because I know, for example, like, I have not played, not Fatal Frame, Silent Hill F. In the future I might, but not really recent time. I've only known a few things. There's like this fox mask guy, and it's as I said when I was saw him, like, I don't trust him. I'm pretty certain it's a baddie. Just pretty certain. So basically it's like, I don't really know fully if it's just a trickster, like kind of like Loki, like a trickster god or trickster spirit, or if it's actually a malevolent creature. Yep, I can be there. I can make myself paranoid sometimes. It's very easy. You just continue to thinking. Before long, we arrive at the old path leading to the shrine. Although it's only a few minutes from the gate. Oh. Yo, Gani, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well today as well. And yes, I'm kind of out of it. I shut down my own damn stream. I unplugged my fucking Wi-Fi. I did not hesitate. Yes, this is the Fox Forest. Yo, Gani, in Indonesia, do you have like... Most of the time foxes are depicted as devilish tricksters because of how sly they are. Yes. And that is why I'm thinking it's like a trickster spirit. But many times when you watch horror movies or like scary games and stuff, it's more of like malevolent tricksters. Like, oh, I'm gonna lure you into a bear trap, basically. Rather than just, oh, I'm gonna let you lose your way in a forest. Now, both of those sounds kind of bad, but you kind of probably understand the difference between them. Also, I'm kind of glad you told me, because I was about to ask, like, don't people in Indonesia have like the similar like mythology. I might be completely wrong. Like I don't know what sort of mythology you have in Indonesia. Oh well, kinda. Like I have sort of forgotten, but I remember I played. Uh, I forgot what the name of the game was called, but we did play a horror game that was actually like Indonesia based. Well, the main thing is just trickster. As long as the fox tricks you, then that's their role done. Yeah, that is fair, but it's like the, the depiction of it sometimes is like like I don't know. It's just like some places it's more of like they're just malevolent as hell. At the same time, it's like the movie I told you, like I just talked about, like the one that looked like an Anubis looking thing. That was technically not even a trickster. That was just like a fox spirit guarding an area, but that was more of like a monster just deciding to hunt people down. I don't know. For me, it's like a trickster. There is a limit to be called a trickster, especially because like trickster sounds more like someone being able to laugh at you a bit. But then the whole like, yeah, I'm gonna trick you until I hurt you is more of like less trickster and more sadistic. But you might be completely right. As long as they're trickster, then they do their role. For me, it just sounds very odd because they feel like two completely different things. Oh, hi. I completely forgot your name, but you're here. Oh, Kakuta. Kala kala kuta kuta. Sorry, that just popped into my brain. Oh, that is such a long time ago. There was an old music called like an artist called Dr. Bombay. And there was actually a song that started up like that. Well, sometimes it can be a trick leading to death or a trick leading to annoyance. Yeah, but for me, it's like there is such a difference between like direct and indirect. I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, for me, it's like it's kind of as I said before. Like for me, a trickster is like I don't know. The name trickster for me is like a con artist or something like that. And most con artists are just out for it for the money and not basically to like hurt people directly. But for example, a trickster that like just leads someone to a death trap immediately. I don't know. It just feels like less of a trickster in a sense. But there is not really any like. I guess it's not like way to basically like weight it either. There's like no limit for it. I don't know. It's just my brain right now. You've probably seen the title. I'm kind of out today. I don't know why. I've been like exhausted the whole damn day. But that's just also my mind. I don't know. Each time I just hear trickster, I feel like basically like to put it simple, you need to go through a forest. Instead of it taking 1 hour, it managed to trick you, so it takes like 5 hours. That's for me, it's like a trickster. Then the difference of like making sure that they never leave the forest by tricking them, that's like, I don't know, that feels like such a huge leap. But that might just be me. His face bulges from within, red lines. Well, that is one of the things they would probably do. Yeah, but that, for me, that feels more like a normal trickster thing. Yeah, of course it hurts. Basically, your whole head is just open wide. But as I said, there might actually not be like a sort of limit to what a trickster is and what's beyond the trickster, so that might just be me, to be honest. That's where my head is today. Also, if you're wondering what I like hear opening in the background, I have cheese here because I was basically like had the munchies. But this, as I said to Miyako before, I'm not hungry. It is just that I want to like nibble on stuff. Plus, I'm gonna eat after stream anyway. So the only thing I had was basically hamburger cheese. I'm immediately reminded of the rumor of the delinquent boy whose ear turned into mushroom. Yeah, it is more horrifying because his ear turned to mushroom. This guy's heads were overgrown. No, not overgrown. I don't know what to call it. Overgrown is still like it's still growing on, but it's more like it was growing inside of him and then burst out. I am now curious how much. Like the guy, girl, the person making the art for this game. Like, don't take me wrong, they're a really damn good artist being able to make this kind of like depiction of everything they do. But how in the hell do they manage to like figure stuff out of like, oh yeah, this is exactly how I should be drawn, for it to basically still look quote unquote lifelike. I say quote unquote because like they do still like look cartoonish because it's like a game and it's like cel shaded, I guess. I don't know. But they still like have, yeah, inspect the darkness. Yo, dude, not gonna lie, I'm dreading tomorrow. Not because anything, but it's just gonna be annoying tomorrow. How come? Because I have actually heard something that is annoying for another friend as well on the whole week. I'm curious on what's going on. What's up? Also, it feels like the game sound is a bit too loud. There you go. Look at what's outside. Oh, we are outside. Look what's. Oh no, red eyes. Not gonna lie, I thought I was just gonna find a lost spirit, but apparently not. I did find eyes. I think you're right. There are sometimes I'm not easily scared. Ah, this is what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. Yay, I found one. Now I'm happy. I have to go to this mandatory closing ceremony. I was like say choosing ceremony, closing ceremony. And the fact that it is mandatory is annoying me. Because yesterday is supposed to be a full class day, so tomorrow. Wait a second. So they have a mandatory closing ceremony and a full class day? Okay, fair enough, actually. Absolutely fair enough, to be honest. A mouse. Don't really have anything. It's a cow. A tiger. The full class is replaced with the closing ceremony. But since the closing ceremony is replacing this class when I be at home doing other stuff like homework. Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. Rabbit. Dragon. Just checking what I have on YouTube in the background. Snake. A solid stone. Oh. Animal trap. But on a brighter note, I guess I finally rang the second bell in Dark Souls and opened Sense Fortress, so that's gonna be fun to come back to. Oh, nice! I recently passed the fortress. I'm now by the two twins. They're technically not twins. I don't know who they are. One is the Executioner and one is the Dragon Hunter or something. Congrats. Congrats. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess I just played the game a bit. Plus, also, I managed to actually find a very good sword to use. Because most of the time, I'm very bad at that game, actually. I always find, like, a weapon, keep the weapon, have no idea how to get stronger with the weapon, and bam, I am underleveled like shit. So most of the time, it actually does get longer time for me to do that. Somehow, I just managed to get there kind of quickly. Both. I started with a dex build, and then I realized I had a sword which didn't need too much more strength, so I went with more strength. And then I had another sword which just needed a little bit more strength. So I decided to go with a little bit more strength. So I have basically like 20 dex, 20 strength, and then little 20 here and there. Well, 15 to 20. Like, for example, health, stamina, stuff like that. I basically have one of those like Silver Knight swords or something. And it does such a good amount of damage, I decided to just keep it. So in a sense, I guess I'm doing a bit of a strength build right now. I say a bit because, as I said, I use some of the dexterity as well, just in case I kind of need it. Because I basically started with like the scimitar, which is a dex build, I believe. Then I had like a stab sword, which is the same. But I'm more or less doing a strength build until the soft cap, and after that, I'm planning into top of my dex. Ah, fair enough. Like the problem is like there's not enough like weapons sometimes I can find which is like strong enough. Which is Finlander since I first go to Firelink Shrine. I don't remember what weapon I have. The only thing I know is I think I found it underneath. When you're going to the Minotaur on top of the wall, there's like one of those like silver knights you can go to if you want like a ring or something. I think he had one of those swords. So when I defeated him, I just saw that and was like, yeah, you know what? I'm probably gonna try and use this thing. So I've used it ever since I got it because, for example, like my stab sword, which was like one of my most powerful. I think I got the Black Knight sword. I think so at least. I kind of forgot what it was called. It kind of reminds me of one of those like silver knights that it's called. But yeah, so because like my strongest dex sword was basically like 150 upgraded, and I saw this one was like 220 not upgraded, I was like, yeah, you know what? I probably should like try to use this thing because it's not that far off. So that's why I basically do both of dex and strength because I started with dex, then I just needed some dexterity. Yeah, what's up? I feel like I missed something. The weight with the dots there. I feel like I missed something. I just got news. The closing ceremony was supposed to be on Thursday, but they moved it to tomorrow. Oh. Why the hell did he do that? Why? Most of the times you delay stuff, you don't make it more earlier. If they had kept it on Thursday, then I would have had the entire day tomorrow. Fair. Like, I'm trying to find the logic in it. I don't know, dude. The opening was on Monday. Yes. Wait, opening and closing for what? What is opening and closing? Because for me, it was like something big was closing, but now now it sounds like it was like less than a week's event or something. Hold on, you have to explain now what the whole thing is, especially when you say that the opening was Monday, which was yesterday. What was opening just 1 or 2 days? Because like just as an example, because this is like the only example I can think of. It's like Fabula Ultima. They decided to delay it because they want to make sure that shit happened as it was supposed to happen. Because then it's like, oh, we need more planning. We wait. But to basically say, let's do it earlier, like, why? How? Like, that sounds like such a bad idea. There's this event going on and professor attending on campus. Oh. Wait, so they just decided to let like the event be 1 day less? No, 2 days less. No, you said it was gonna be on Thursday they closed, which, yeah, 1 day less. They decided to just make the event 1 day less? That's... Oh. Oh, I shouldn't have shook in my head. The funny part is I can still see the game on that screen, and that was... Okay. Ugh. I do apologize. I don't like, as I said before, I am exhausted. I'm not tired. That's why I'm not saying I'm tired. I'm saying I'm exhausted. Because for some reason, I have been like, have had no energy today. I think my boss is right. I think I might just get a cold, and I think the candy I had is the culprit. As I said before, I got myself lose weight candy. That's what we call it here in Sweden, which I don't know if it is the same name, but it basically means like we take a scooper, we take candy, put it in a little bucket, and then we pay for how much it weighs. And most of the times, I get sick after that because, well, it is open for people to get. Which means I mostly just get that like twice a year. One in April and one in October. You can guess which one, the two reasons. What's worse is that during our class president didn't get info about it until professor told us 45 minutes ago at 20. The fuck? I was like, oh, sorry. I forgot to tell you this under the day. I hope you haven't gone to bed yet. Kind of remind me of Monday. I was kind of uncertain if I was gonna work on Monday, but logically speaking, I didn't get a schedule for Monday, so I guess I was free. But I did call in the morning just to make sure, and I did say that, yeah, they had forgotten to send it to me. But that's a weird part, because if you look at work and stuff here in Sweden, I don't think it would even be allowed to do shit that late. Because like work is over around 5 and stuff, and anything after that, or it's not like in a sense allowed. So it's interesting. Basically, it's like, oh, I forgot to tell you, we moved this 10 in the evening. Because my hand holding is scary. Most because you're not married yet. Stretching my neck a bit. To the shrine, 2 beats the monkey, 3 beats the tiger, 1 beats the snake. I feel I'm gonna write that up, because if I don't, I'm gonna bloody forget it. So it was 2 for monkey, 3 for tiger. I can technically write this because it's so stuffy. And 1 for snake. Well, telling information kind of late happens surprisingly often. I don't get any less irritating. Fair. Monkey, tiger, snake. Well, that's absolutely fair. Beat, I guess, clapping. Because like getting information that late, like I have never had stuff like that. The only thing I've had, which is kind of similar in a sense, not that's not actually very similar. Forget I said that. It's basically when they told me to work 6 in the like morning the day after I worked midnight. That was more of them having no idea what the hell was going on, and then just deciding, oh, you know what, let's do this. Mushroom Man. It is the Mushroom Man. To be fair, its face looks more like it was made of stone. Okay, that was not good. It bellows a maddening roar, and I feel a thick haze constricting my consciousness. And we're back to the beginning. I more or less wanted to do that just to explain like why I had to basically find the path and stuff like that. Because that guy is gonna be in the way. It took me a kind of long time to actually realize that, because for me it was like I needed to find a path and I couldn't find a path. Now we just need to find the monkey. That's a tiger. Oh, tiger is all the way over here. I'm gonna do them in order just in case. Nah, that's a snake. Nope. Yeah, kinda. The funny part is this is actually his alternate costume. I can actually give him the normal one. Give me a second. Which doesn't really change anything. I fucking love it. The difference is the coloring of the damn thing. Yeah, it was just a palette swap. It was either normal or alternate. Monkey! We need to do 2 claps. Then we need to go and get the tiger, which means all the way back for a start. That's way too far. When this is alternate out to it, we were talking about fighting game style. Yeah, exactly. Wait, where is the tiger then? Ah, here is the tiger. I was looking for the like duped over one. No, it doesn't. I actually was about to ask. I hope you don't have like speakers on. Oh, I had the most stupid idea. Whenever I make a YouTube video of this, I'm just gonna bass boost the shit out of it. I'm not gonna do that, but that was like the most stupid idea ever. I would say this is also like the worst game to actually add it, because just in case of YouTube, I did actually like decide to blur out the what the hell is it called? You know, like the scenes basically, because some of those are extremely gory or they are something I don't believe YouTube would want, even though some people manage to do it with AI or similar. I've heard some stuff. I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. So just in case, I decided to like blur out at least the images of what's going on. Speaking of, I completely forgot to put on that this game is kind of disturbing on Twitch. Give me a second. I forgot to do that sometimes. There we go. Just in case, just so Twitch knows that yeah, I do play this. So, like those times where the game just straight shows cheeks. Well, to be fair, we did basically have both. We had both girls basically in just underwear before. The impurity. Was that an impurity? It was laughing at us. You know? The thing we saw wearing Konohara Academy's uniform. I think it might be Kakuta. So yeah, basically I decided to do that. And like going through it, like the thing is like I don't really need to do it too often, because like the boss fights, I call them boss fights. They're not really boss fights, but you know what I mean. They don't really need too much because they look horrifying, but they don't look too gory. It's more like the still images that is like full screen that is more gory. For example, the guy's eye sockets just bursting with rubber hoses and his eyes just hanging out. That is like, I don't know what YouTube would like with these, but like for example this spirit here, there isn't really anything scary with it if we look at it like that. I just tried to remember. It was like, have I ever seen a game that just showed cheeks? No, but I did actually forget to check if a game had a nudity setting. Holy shit, that's goddamn. I'm barely pressing it and it like still senses it. God damn. Where do this then? Oh wait, is it sensitive because I have it on this, which allows it to be sensitive? Yeah, okay, that's interesting, huh? Yes, thaumaturgy. I was distracted by something. Holy shit, wait a second. So, oh, that's not what I was looking for. But yeah, thaumaturgy. I basically was like, wrong image. Christ compels you. Christ compels you to this. You probably already realize now how damn tired I am. It's not in one of those sense I'm tired that it's like I really do need sleep, I really do need to just go away, lay down, something like that. It is just that I just say shit. Also, I'm gonna return to the infirmary. Why? Because we do have some lost souls we can use.
助けになるといいけれど。
Trade sacred objects. Muramasa ward. What is that? Reduce from suspensive acts and events. Ooh. Yeah. The funny part is that comment is so late afterwards. I don't even know if that's like the comment for what I just said. Wouldn't surprise me if it were. Oh shit, I can actually try faster to Fox Forest. Hell yeah. Yeah, you should definitely not listen to this with your speakers on. Wait, what's this? Boar path. Was I at the boar path? We followed the animal tracks surrounded by overgrown flora once again. Someone was waiting for me in this deep, dark hole. Probably a fox spirit. It is called a fox forest. Oh, this area. Several logs have been arranged in this meadow. It can resemble a fence. If I'm not mistaken, this is apparently how they farm mushrooms. And a inordinate number of mushrooms are growing around the logs. Is it actually how people cultivate some mushrooms that can be growing on trees? Are actually some tree mushrooms edible? Like the thing is, I'm mostly just used to the Swedish mushrooms, which is like the yellow cap. I don't know what the English word for it is. We call it cantarell, which is not even close to yellow cap, but it has a yellow cap. That's like one of the few ones I know. That's at least Swedish. But this is kind of fascinating, just having logs like this, mushrooms growing, and you just pick them.
ここ
I'm trying to find like lost
よし
souls, basically. What's what? Something's stuck on the other side of the stump. Take a few steps closer and find a metal grip protruding from the ground. I try to pull it out. It was actually a shovel. I'm back. The electricity went out for a second there. That was a strange ass sound. Sound like a male's voice. You sure about that? That did not sound like a male anything. Yeah, I can just beat the spirits with a shovel now. I'm glad the electricity came back. But dude, if you look up the OST of Serena from the first Yakuza game, it sounds so similar to the Infirmary OST in this game. I'm gonna see if I remember it. I'm checking it out later. Because to be honest, today I have no idea if I will remember it. Especially today. There are sometimes I do forget stuff that is dead in the middle of streams. Oh damn, he is not alone. I see a few people there. We find a corpse wearing Konara Academy uniform on the ground. Well, you see one corpse. If you look a bit over to the upper left, there is another one. Unsettling. Whitish whitish mushrooms are growing from the body. And it's another victim of Kukuri's curse. Burn it, probably. If this was a Resident Evil game, those things would break up after a while. I'm kinda interested actually checking out a new Resident Evil. Because I'm not mistaken, they actually tried to go back to creepiness route. But they couldn't figure out how to do it without removing the guns, so they removed the guns. The pants pocket. Let's go. I reach inside the corpse pants pocket. Anything there? Oh, a cell phone. Pretty much stock and has no distinctive customization. Make it hard to guess who owned it. I'm uncertain if it even has cheeks. It just has shrooms. They're like the most uneven cheeks ever. I press a button to no avail. Guess it's broken. The blazer pocket. Ah, scratching my eye a bit. Oh, we have an ad in about 5 minutes. Ooh, I'll find a piece of paper. Fox lacata, a type of fungus that only lives in the fox forest. Its sporocarp doesn't have a cap or stalk. Takes the shape of a reed, a poisonous mushroom. It contains 10 times the amount of psilocybin hallucinogenic as the infamous philosopher Argentines. Okay. As of this writing, there are currently no laws regulating possession or cultivation of this fungus. However, considering the negative impact it would have on individuals, especially minors, officials' regulation and study are needed. Well, you know what people say about shrooms. This is the shrooms of shrooms. Yay, missing page. Scarlet stripe-shaped mushroom. It should be referring to these plants. These red mushrooms are called fox lacata. According to information, they seem to be mushrooms with strong hallucinogenic effect. There's another piece of paper inside the pocket. Unlike the first, this was written in rough, hurried penmanship. The author of this note was definitely pissed off. Fox lacata and the murder at Lake S. The minor offender in the case seemed to have ingested fox lacata. And the one who sold the mushroom to them was K. As in shifty-looking youngsters roaming around the fox forest looking like they intend to harvest fox lacata. There were also some students from our school, including K. I didn't disclose this information to the public out of fear that it would damage the school's reputation. That was a grave mistake. I take responsibility for everything. School's reputation. That sounds like it's basically Miss Sakamoto. What's her name? The murder of a mother and a child at Lake S. An incident I've never heard of before. My eyes are fixed on the corpse. I can feel the ghastly juices well up into my throat. The more I stare at it, the more repulsive it looks. This used to be a human being. Now it looks like this. To be honest, like this doesn't even look like a human being anymore. I can't even call this gory. The one before this was gory, when basically his whole damn just face exploded. I utter a mild castigation to myself and continue searching the body. When sprouting mushrooms have torn up the uniform, it isn't that dirty. He must have died recently. green tie. That indicates that he's a second year. Mushrooms are growing all over his large body. That's all there is to inspect. Yeah, he's dead. Yo, did you join any Covenant in Dark Souls? I think I joined the Chaos one. You know, like the spider lady? Technically, I joined like 3, but I decided to keep the spider lady. I have no idea what Covenants really do, so yeah. I'm afraid that corpse is him. Yep, I think so too. A second-year student with a large bill has torn page of a scientific journal with him. It's obviously Kakuta. He could have been cursed by Kukuri. The curse didn't just end up because he ran. The curse didn't end just because he ran away. He probably lost his stamina here. I think they give special items like some rings, but I don't really know. Yeah, I know that the Chaos one gave me the a very incredible fireball. Also, speaking of, how do you like level up magic in the game? Because I realized like there was nothing really making it stronger. I think, I don't know. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, actually. Because I have the fireball, and it does a lot of damage, but I realize I have no damn idea how it actually is like evaluated, because it doesn't really say. Also, we have an ad going on now, but I am too tired to just pause and just continue a bit. The computer self runs looks like out a document. Good question. I have no idea why it didn't disappear. Yeah, I still haven't figured out how to do magic. Like, I have the pyromancy, but I don't know how to use it or even the spells I get. Ah, the only thing I know is basically that you need to tune a spell and you have a certain spell slots. I have managed to get 2 spell slots because the Chaos Fireball I have basically needs 2 spell slots and have like 4 uses. And then you basically use it like a normal weapon. Then you just cast magic. But other than that, I don't know how to level it up really, because unlike weapons, which says it has like attribute A to C or something like that, or A to E, it doesn't say anything with magic. So it's like, I guess it's like intelligence and stuff. But yeah, I don't really have an intelligence in that game. Not because I didn't need to. The only possible reason I can come up with is that maybe when he passed, he wasn't human anymore. What, he was just a shroom? He did basically become mushrooms. Even his parents will recognize him in that state. I wonder what's a better death, not leaving him behind a corpse or being completely stripped of all your distinguished human features. Dark thought, damn.
これは
On the ground I see a mass with a rather odd shape. I am gonna do my shovel. I take out the shovel and stick in the mass. I don't think you can reinforce the weapons, like for example the pyromancy hand, but I don't know about how to do it with magic itself. But it might be actually. You know what? I'm gonna after stream. I'm gonna go and check that probably. I say probably because I'm basically like splitting between 3 different games right now. I'm gonna show them just because. Like right now, I'm playing a bit of Swindle, which is like a roguelike stealing game, which is actually kind of fun. Not the easiest. Fuga and Dark Souls. Those are basically the 3 games I'm playing right now. I know there is a Titanite specifically for magic. Yeah, I think it was like green or blue Titanite, but for specific, like for example, the sword I have, which is like something that can't be upgraded normally, but can be. Uh, you need like twinkling Titanite, which luckily I can buy by the big giant now. Fuga is actually a very interesting game. Oh, that was a Ooh, my back just made a sound. That was a good sound. Also, I'm gonna just make some more light in my room because I only have one light source right now, and it's like getting dark. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's just that. Okay. I thought I saw the holder for my ear, yeah, like earphones basically. A giant blacksmith in the Sense Forest, right? Yep. No, fortress. Yes. Is it a fortress? Wait, is that a fortress? Because isn't it the fortress what comes before the giant? Because the fortress is like where the snakes are. And then after the fortress, don't you go to like the kingdom or something? Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. I just don't know. Wait, no. Yes, Anor Londo. That's what it was called. Thank you. I completely forgot the damn name. You fought Orestin and Smog. No, those are the twins I was talking about before. I have tried once to deal with them, and I was hit by a hammer a few times until I was barely able to move, and then I got hit more by a hammer.
よし
An old lantern, only trace left of the shrine.
よし
At the moment, I spot something glinting on the top of the lantern. Double fights, man, not fun in the slightest. Oh, really not here. Because one is slow but hella strong, and one is fast and annoying as hell. I didn't notice at all. I'm usually pretty good at catching things like that, though. I'm glad I catched it. Ooh, tooth! We can do another upgrade. Do I do? You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. We have 3 tooth, and I feel it's better to actually upgrade. Because then we are capable of actually doing stuff without, like, doing things that... Oh. Wait a second. Oh, it just changed. So I don't remember it is with... But I think you can summon Solaire for that fight. Or at the very least a fight near there. Probably. It's just that very often I don't really have any humanity left. I can't really do anything. Increase success rate. That could be good. But I feel like the damage of those things is like worse. So I'm gonna do that. Don't remember how far I got in Dark Souls, to be honest. I think I kind of got lost after that fight. Like, the thing I remember, did you unlock the depths to Blighttown shortcut? Good question. Don't think so. Or did I? Wait a second, do you mean by the Valley of Drakes? Because if that is the case, yes. I don't know. Don't remember what I got from the Gaping Dragon. I actually don't remember what I got from them. Wait, was it Gaping Demon or Gaping Dragon? I think it was it Dragon? I love I'd never really react to those anymore. Completely forgot I had the like stuff on anyway. Oh, there we go. Thick bushes and shrubs crowd this area. Say, do you see something red behind those bushes? strain my eyes staring at the bushes. It is too dark for me to see anything. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not lying. There's something red over there, okay? Because the only thing I know is there are like two ways to go to Blighttown. By the Gaping Dragon's, well, lair, and one by the Valley of Drakes. Those are the only two I know how to get there. And the Valley of Drakes I already had a key to. And I tried to go in that way and I died fast. If Kukuri was actually in here, we would be perfect target. So I wandered around so much before I got to Quillag's domain, and now I just feel so fucked after beating her. Yeah, fair enough, actually. I think it took me a few times, but that's... No, I did not get a Drake sword. I have not gotten something like that. I just have the sword I have. I haven't done anything in the Drake's Valley other than going back up to the Fire Shrine. Also, yeah, Quillag was not really that funny because for some reason I think I had like a very low fire resistance and just burned alive most of the times. What is kind of like worrisome with these mushrooms is that they seem to only grow on dead bodies. Why I know that, or why I believe that, is one, the centipede, which has mushrooms, and is dead. And then this outline of a damn human. Hang on a second, those are clumps of red plants that are in the shape of a human. Still, this is neat. There is an armor set that's good against fire down in the depths. Make your fight somewhat easier. Yeah, the funny part is I'm already done with it. I'm gonna use the small shovel. I take the small shovel from my bag. So that just means harvesting this mushroom means that you need like an area where there have been death. And if it doesn't continue to grow, then you just need more death. That's kind of worrisome for like a mushroom harvest. My shovel hits something hard. Being careful not to break whatever it is, I try to excavate the dirt around it. But yeah, as I said before, I think that like the last thing I remember of Dark Souls is either the Crystal Dragon or the ruins underneath Fire Shrine. Firelink Shrine. You know what I'm talking about, the beginning area. Because I think there was like a boss in darkness down there, and I don't think I beat it. Old human bones. The monster clad with feathered clothes. That was worked its way through the fiber now, but I believe it used to be white. Yeah, New London ruins. I think that is like one of the few things I was at before anything. Oh, I got a message from something. Oh, they have an update? I know they called. I basically ignored them. Sorry, I just saw missiles. I am live. Probably gonna check that out before going to Sense. Good luck with that. I'm pretty certain it's a very bad area, especially if we have low magic defense. Because I got shitted on by the things there. But yeah, I basically saw the missiles go live. And it basically is like my dentist cancelled on me, so I must now kill God. What is she playing? Give me a second. I have to check what it is she's playing. Just because of that statement. I have to now know what is she playing to actually be able to make that statement. Hold on, how far down is she? Elden Doggo. Wait, okay. It is not fully casual either. Everything was in caps, by the way. It's just that I am way too tired and in an apartment to actually scream it out loud. So I rather not. Since it cancels, I'm gonna kill God. What a title. Yeah, it really is. It wasn't the title of the game, it was basically like the I'm going live notification. I think there's gonna play Elden Ring, but right now just Elden Doggo with heart rate monitor DLC first playthrough. I guess Elden Ring. Do you fight a god in Elden Ring? I have played some of Elden Ring, but I'm so bad with games like that I am just getting lost. But yeah, basically I did read on their Discord as well that apparently she was on the bus to the dentist, that they basically just sent her a message. Hi, we're gonna have to cancel. Night Rain. Is that a DLC? I thought it was like a full-ass-on new game in a sense. Oh, hold on, they have a bestiary update for Fable Ultima. I'm gonna read this. I do apologize, but I'm gonna have to do shit like this because I like Fable Ultima. The Kickstarter campaign has been running for 2 weeks now, achieving incredible results. Yeah, because after 8 days, we basically just... I'm gonna do the... Nah, I'm not gonna do it actually. Yeah, because after 8 days, we just fucking unlocked the last stretch goal they had. All stretch goals have been unlocked and we have reached the final form of our project. Now it's time that we discovering more details about one of the cornerstones of this campaign, the new volume of Fable Ultima. Yeah, the Bestiary Volume 1. Countless monsters and powerful foes await in Bestiary Volume 1, because yeah, they're gonna make Volume 2 as well. Lovely minions to awesome bosses. It contains advice and information, making it a valuable tool for game masters. Best Volume 1 helps players identify what makes for engaging conflict scenes and give advice on creating groups of characters that are... Introduction. The chapter contains useful guidance and philosophy of anime. Fair enough. Quick assembly brute compendium. New options, 6 new arcane. This chapter contains advice of faithful companions and a set of 6 new arcana tied to some of the adversaries presented in compendium. Ooh, nice. Appendix, variety of tables that allows you to easily search the book for whatever enemy profile you need. There are still 10 days left until the end of the Kickstarter campaign. Although the physical products are expected to be shipped around April, you can find out more about the content of Bestiary Volume 1 much sooner. Shortly after the campaign ends, PDFs of the core rulebook and the 3 atlases will be available. By the end of the year, all backers who have the Bestiary Volume 1 included in the pledge will receive the beta version. Okay, so it will take a little longer for specifically that. But hey, that's nice. That's some new information. But by the way, you see what I mean with some stuff in this game is gory, and then you have basically the spirits that is like, huh, okay. Mr. Kukuri disappeared. Another gunshot rings out and a bullet hits the ground near our feet, spraying us with dirt. Yeah, they're kinda goofy. Yeah, for example, like the first one. Her head was nothing more than like a slime from Dragon Quest, basically. This is dangerous. We need to take cover somewhere. After saying that, Hiro hides behind a nearby tree. I do the same and hunker down behind a different tree. The bullet hits somewhere completely off target. How do I say this? He's surprisingly bad. I can't say for certain because it's dark and he's far away, but is he using a hunting rifle? I guess his gun barrels so poorly maintained that he can't hit anything from that distance. True, but we shouldn't be careless. He only needs one lucky shot to kill us. What should we do? There is nowhere to be found. Well, we can't stay here. He won't keep missing forever. Point blank. Never misses. Everything is certainly trending very badly for us. If we try to make a mad dash for it, the road ahead is straight and narrow. Even a bad shooter with a bad gun is going to be able to hit their target eventually in this kind of situation. What should we do then? What we're gonna do is have a suspensive pocket. Hold on, we can't see him right now. I feel like I remember something, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, okay, so I don't remember where the clue is, but how's it do? Turns out I'm gonna have class in the morning and that the ceremony happens later on. Oof, good luck with that. I'm gonna eat a mushroom. Because somewhere we did see it. No! Wait, we heard from the doll, I think, we needed to eat the fox Lakata to be able to see something. And when the patrician decides to eat some of the mushroom that grows in the centipede, I'm gonna go high now, because as you heard before, it's 10 times stronger than apparently a hallucinogenic drug. I'm gonna be tripping balls. Except apparently I didn't, 80% was not good enough to actually do it. Okay, try one more time. So this is how you manage to see spirits, you just guess high. I bite one of the mushrooms sticking out of the insect's body and tear it off with force. Why don't you like peel it off with your finger first and then eat it? Why do you have to like shove your face close to the damn thing? Then with a steely determination I swallow it down. Whoa. I feel my body getting warm, like I just drank a mug of hot water. My heart is beating so fast my vision starts to blur. This is probably the effect of fox Lakata. Yeah, no shit. Hey, are you okay? No, I'm tripping balls over here. Leave me alone. Once my heartbeat returns to normal, I slowly stabilize. My vision stops going blurry, and I'm no longer in a daze. Then, a mysterious figure appears before my eyes. Also, I'm gonna have to see that emote closer. Ah, it's there. I can see Kokuri. Looks like this is the right choice. Kokuri hasn't moved an inch. Rest assured he hasn't come any closer. Can you see Kokuri? Yeah, thanks to the red demon. Eat Crimson Devil to see invincible Kokuri. The female doll mentioned it before. Yes, I was right, it was the female doll. Calling us hooligans, Kokuri aims his gun in our direction. The bullet hits a tree we're hiding behind. Oh, whoa! It seems like you gotten better at shooting now. There's no way you can run for it like this. One thing is for certain: we can't escape right now. We need to find some way to fight back. Since Hero can see Kokuri, the only one who can fight him is me. There's not much I can do to fight back, but we gotta give it my all. We team up. Nope, not doing that. I'm not going forward with that thing. That would be point blank as shit. I'm gonna try this one first. I open a suspicious paper bag and take out the gun inside. Where did you get that? Well, I'm not gonna complain since we're in danger and he's shooting at us right now. Kill him. Wait, kill him? He's a spirit. That's fucking pointless. You have no idea if this is even going to work against Kokuri. Honestly, I'm just hoping my attack will surprise him enough that he flees. Comparing this animation and those scenes really shows what prioritized more. That is fair actually, and I don't mind that because they seem to want more of the feeling rather than the basically like, well, I cannot say like they take away from gameplay, but basically like they prioritize the environment and how things feels. Okay, can I now shoot with an 80% chance then? Yes, I can. Now, shooting a spirit is really a good idea because, well, spirit. I want more cheeks. Fair enough. Yuri also shoots his gun at the same time and his shot grazes my leg. Ow. This is awful. My bullet doesn't hit Kokuri. I want to take my time and aim before firing my shot, but that's only leave me defenseless for a long time. Is there a better way to do this? Yeah, okay. I think we need to team up. We're gonna team up, I think, yeah. Shoot! After all, I'm completely novice. Don't have any confidence in my ability to shoot a gun. Kiri, can you do something to distract Kokuri for a couple of seconds? Okay, I'll see if I can be a decoy for a bit. Living in hero's tactics, I poke my head out and ready my gun. Wonderful, we failed that one. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it again. 95 should work. I love how much we fails on an 80. It's less than a 50%, well, it's around a 50% chance of losing, and we're just like, yeah, you know what? Solid. Hero comes out of hiding and hurls a fist-sized stone into the open space. Kokuri turns towards Hero. Take aim at Kokuri, who's now stopped moving. Breathe deeply and calmly pull the trigger. Kokuri lets out an eerie howl. Did you hit him? I think I hit him. Although I guess it's more like my bullet just passed through his body. Well, he is a spirit after all. If you could defeat them with guns, no one would call me to investigate. You just get the military. Fair. He screams in anger and fires his gun. He then begins to approach us slowly. Shit, he's coming closer. What the heck? All that work just to make him mad? I want to believe this is the right choice. I just certainly don't think it is, but I want to believe it is. Also, this was a sound we heard before, and our character went, it sounded like a male's voice or something. Definitely not. What should we do? We're gonna make a move or he's going to kill us while we sit here thinking. If we knew how to deal with Mikuri's shots, we might be able to find an opening and escape. Simple, the only thing that doesn't disappear when it faces out and in the universe. The gun. Yes, what's up, Gunny? Team up, suspicious bag, shoot the rifle. Time to be a DM. They're gonna be a decoy again. This is a 65% chance. I'm gonna fail this. I fail on an 80. Oh, okay. Screw you, game. Like aim at Mikuri, who has now stopped moving. Yuri lets out an eerie howl. Oh, nice, that definitely hit. Saw it too. He hit his hunting rifle. Yuri sounds frustrated and angry. Something might have happened to his rifle. Your attack jam his rifle. Now or never. Mikuri can't shoot us. Let's go, hero. Not it. Escaping means we won, right? No, it means we will survive another hour. As we reach the path, we beat feet. Beat feet and don't slow down. Yay, we survived. I basically lost 30 health on that. Jesus. You and I raced out of there as fast as we can. Running straight for the exit. I actually don't remember how you beat him. Mostly because we need to like make him less angry. Oh, damn, that's a wall of text. I just got a message from the morning class. Isn't even 100% set because most of the professors are gonna be busy tomorrow. And the professor whose class is tomorrow morning isn't answering any tests asking her about tomorrow's class. She said the class is gonna happen, but with how busy tomorrow is gonna be, I don't know. Jesus. That is such a mess. I like it, like, I can understand it's annoying because, like, I like to be able to go to a place, do the thing, and then go home and stuff, but basically go there just to hear, sorry, we probably should have told you, but we're not gonna do this. It's like, ugh. There we go. We left the forest. We did left the forest. Let's see where it's going. Yay, we survived the hunt. Thought I was dead. Better stay clear of the forest in the meantime. It's unfamiliar ground to us, and it could attack us from anywhere. He looks exhausted, and I'm sure I do as well. Let's take this opportunity to head to the infirmary. Sure. Can I go to the old area? Can I go to the old area? I want to check if I can go to the old area. I'm looking for more teeth, and I think we've only been in the new area. God damn it, we have to actually return. Shit. Okay. Oh. That's the jump scare. I love that that is a jump scare. It is interesting. Lucky that I'm seeing these walls again. And that's not an exaggeration in the slightest. I'm to tell Yasuka and the others what happened in the forest. How many souls do we have left in this chapter? I have 0. Oh, 3 more.
さあ、いってらっしゃい。
I don't know where they are. Took you a while. Zoka and Mashita are the only two people inside the infirmary. Where's Marashi? Oh, she went to the restroom. Alone? She's aware of the dangers of the shrine process now, and she's not headed into the forest. She'll be fine. Gory is not the only threat here, though. The party is roaming around the skull as well. Although the party only kills their target after issuing a notice, so Marashi should be fine. Good thing she's not here then. I'll give you a quick summary of what happened before she returns. There are things I don't want her to hear. By the way, were you here last time, Gani, when we played this game? Because we managed to talk to the girl with... I don't know what sort of hair she has, silver hair, something like that. Basically, people call her delinquent, but it doesn't seem like it, to be honest. Ah, I see. So Kakuta is... It's painful now that a young life has been lost like that. But does that mean Kakuta was hooligan? Or less? I wasn't. I misliked with that mark. Ah, fair enough. Because the girl is still here. Kakuta stole a document about the Fox Lakata, so he must have known something about it. I find it hard to imagine that he was acting on his own. Fox Lakata is a strong hallucinogenic, so it wasn't surprised me if other people were doing something with it. Strong hallucinogenic, eh? I'd like to study it at the institute. Maybe a new kind of alkaloid. Very intriguing. Can you give me some of those Fox Lacatas to research once we wrap up the investigation? Got a crap hero. That thing needs to be in the hands of the government. I'm gonna submit this shit to my friend at the DEA. I'm not having it any other way, got it? Ease, you're no fun. Oh, there she is. This is the girl I'm talking about. She's here now. Oh yeah, she actually has a face mask. She just have it on her... I was about to say cheek, it's not cheek. Chin. Chin, that is it. Okay, why is it so similar? I'm back. Oh, real already. Hey, you better fill me in too. Don't leave me out of everything. Fine. Funny part is you can't ignore us all the way until our spiritual woman friend actually came along. And she started talking a lot because she actually likes her. Leaving out the bit about Kakuta's death, I tell her what happened in the forest. The funny part is, as I said, like everyone just calls her delinquent, but it's like her favorite, she even told us her favorite subject, and it's math and art. She likes motorcycles, but she doesn't ride any because she's too young to have a license, but she likes them. And she doesn't deal with spirit crap because she got a what is it called, like the religion beaten into her head when she was a kid, so she doesn't deal with that crap. To be fair, she just sounds like a normal-ass person. So Kakuta was in the forest. How was it there, though? No, I think he got a call. Maybe his phone can tell us something. Unfortunately, it's broken. I tried pressing the button, but... Let me take a look. Alright, she starts touching the phone screen like it's her own phone. She's not broken, the battery just dead. Oh, he must be feeling so damn old now. Anyone with a phone should have been able to realize this. Jeez, how bad with tech stuff are you, Grandpa? Sorry, you got me there. How about charge? I will work with this phone at home. Maybe we should try to charge it and then see if we can get something out of it. My home is not far from here. This one's gonna be pretty useless to us without that battery. Let's take her up on the offer. Alright, I'll be back. I'll be right back. Marashi quickly exits the infirmary. What should we do now? Do we wait until that kid calls us? I object to that course of action. We to resume the investigation. It's for your sake as well. What do you mean by that? I can tell you're being targeted by a spirit. Yeah, I know. He aimed his gun at me before. Sooner or later, that spirit will find its way to you. If that happens while you're unprepared, you'll meet the same fate as Kakuta. Ah, for fuck's sake, why is everything so... As a renowned fortune teller and spiritualist, Yasuka's words carry a lot of weight. I thought maybe the clock had stopped with Kakuta's death and we'd had a little more time before there was another target. But it turns out the clock is still ticking, and it's counting down for me. But what should we do now? We still don't know who exactly Kokuri is, right? That's something we can research. I have an idea. Remember the case from Kakuta's document? That's into a murder of a mother and child at Lake House. That's been stuck in my head. That is fair, actually. How are we going to investigate that? Have Nakamatsu look it up on the internet for us. You should at least be able to pull up a general summary from somewhere. And by that I mean you go and call him up. Wait, why do I have to do it? You know how to use a phone, just call me yourself. Nah, I don't really like talking to him. We're not really the same wavelength. Okay. So that's your issue. Because you can't expect to be a nice otaku and a horrible ex-detective to get along. Okay, fair enough. Alright, let's just call him then. Call Aita. Pick up the phone in the infirmary and punch in the mansion's number. Hello? I need you to look up a few things for me. Sure, alright. Tell me what you need and tell me what I need to find. Jesus. Share details on the incident to Aita. You just keep running into spirits one after another, huh? There's way too much evil stuff terrorizing that school, man. If I was enrolled there, I would have just taken off running and never looked back. Well, to be fair, they are kind of blaming it on that rather than the spirits, to be honest. So, what do you want to ask? You can look for any information you can find about the murder of a mother and child at Lake S. Maybe connect to an investigation. Jeez, a mother and child being murdered? That sounds awful. I'll try researching. Found something. 10 years ago, mother and child were beaten to death by a group of delinquents. Jesus. I share the details now. It's pretty long, so you should probably start taking notes. I'll put out a pen and write down everything Aita says about the term murder. Okay, 10 years ago, when a family who went camping was attacked by a group of young men. Mother Izumi Kiara, 37, and her daughter Kazue Kiara, 16. I'm just trying to figure out how old they were beaten to death. The father Masaki Kiara, 40, was gravely injured but survived. He was hospitalized for 3 months. Masaki Kiara was a teacher at a school in H City, not far from S City. He continued to work there after the incident, but later disappeared. The crime was committed by 8 juveniles between age 16 and 19 at the time of the crime. They were under the influence of a mind-altering substance. Due to their ages, names of the perpetrator were not disclosed. The narcotic they were taking at the time was believed to be a new type of a psychedelic mushroom. Of the 8 juveniles who were arrested, K, who was allegedly the drug dealer, was released due to insufficient evidence. I guess K might have been Kakuta. But that was 10 years ago, which means that it might not been. Those violent punks are scary in the spirits. But they might have a point there. Spirit to curse humans are pretty frightening, but humans are responsible for creating spirits in the first place. The malicious actions of people causes grudges. Grudges create spirits. It's a chain of hatred, one that begins with humans. By the way, Hey, I need to get going soon. Oh, we can leave the mansion if you want. Thanks for your help today. No problem at all. Talk to you soon. Well, that was a sad story. How did it go? I had a lot to share. So something tells me it might be the father, and that's why he hate hooligans. Any sort of hooligans is basically like, yep, fuck this. I see. No wonder it was sticking in my head. You work at that case, Mashita? Come on, man. Use your brain just a little bit. That case is 10 years old. I wasn't on the force yet. And now I recall my mentor was the one who told me about it. Nakamatsu pretty much covered the whole thing, though. So I don't have any additional information to add. Do you think the mushroom from that case are the Fox Lakata? This case is just full of mushrooms, huh? Can't argue with that. The curse evolving mushrooms growing from your body, Kakuta being turned into mushrooms, the Fox Lakata on the dead centipede in the petri dish. Now we'll learn about the tragedy caused by the Fox Lakata 10 years ago. Everything's connected to mushrooms. Boy, K, the one who wasn't prosecuted, could have been Kakuta? How old was Kakuta at the time then? Because they did say 16 to 19, but like, when they say dealer, it sounds like much older. Ah, goddamn, I just told you that the case is 10 years old. There's no way Kakuta was involved back then. Well, it's pretty unlikely for him to have been directly involved. But he knew about Fox Lakata. He reacted to Petri dish and then he even hid the documents. Everything would tie itself up nicely if it turned out to be a mushroom dealer. I imagine we don't have enough information yet, however. Key to discovering Mr. Kikuri's identity is likely a link between the past and the present cases. So I believe. Guess that's all we're gonna get out of this deduction session. What we need now is some solid evidence. Let's continue investigation. We don't know where to start though. Probably won't find anything in the forest or the shrine in the corridor. I have a place in mind. For real. I've got some information in the forest that'll lead us to the next spot. Voice from the corpse? I recall what was written in the document about the murder case that wasn't a Confederate corpse. Nope, okay, I thought so. Document. Okay, so it was the voice. I completely forgot what the voice even said. Deep inside the old school, the dead fox god looks alive inside the stomach. I think I mistook this when I played the first time, because there is actually a fox god statue outside, but it's outside, it's not in the old school. You're running out of time and you need to make a tough choice. Just trust your instinct and hope for the best. Pray to God. And search the dead fox god that looks alive in the depths of the old school. I think I took that way too serious when they said that. I was like, oh yeah, because I basically went to the one over here. I went to this thing because I was like, oh, fox god, or a guardian fox basically. So I was like very confused, like, what am I looking for? But yeah, we can go to the old school because I actually wanted to go there for the reason of there is a place we haven't gone yet. And it is the science laboratory in this school. So this is the old building, huh? Wow, totally give off bad vibes. The dirty floor and walls are really setting the mood. Well, they don't really use it anymore, so they've been neglecting it quite a bit. I wonder what this place was like 10 years ago. It might have still been used. Years ago. Oh, the Lake S murder. Wasn't the victim's husband a teacher? He might have been working at this school. That's why you want to come here, right? Isn't it? There's a chance the victim's husband used to be a teacher at Konahara Academy. I choose to come to this place because that voice told me to. The old school must refer to the old building. So we're just gonna go to the third level. I do like its free roaming this game, but at the same time, it's not too much free roaming. Because, for example, like we've never been in the old science room before, but now we can go in there. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, we're gonna have to find one of those, like, damn tooth things. Found it. This cursed tooth is causing all of this. Yeah, I am gonna break it. This is bad. I'm getting dizzy. Oh, I dropped it. God damn it. My hand slips and the tooth falls. There it is. Because apparently there are the lost spirit, which is a normal rotting tooth, and then we have this thing, which is apparently a cursed tooth. There you go, so now we can actually look in this place better. My headache is gone. Curse-like phenomenon plague this place has subsided. Nice.
これは
Are you sure? It could be a poster as well.
これは
Lab equipment. Ooh. I guess this one must be one of the tooth. No, there's a small key. Interesting.
ここは
Yeah, it's full of bugs and mold.
うん
Anatomical model covered in dust. That is fair. Seeing this as a kid is creepy as hell. Okay, fair enough. Good for Halloween, I guess. There's something behind the glass door. Ooh, nice. Ah, wait a second. Small key. I haven't found many lost tooth in here, though. That's kind of awful. Pile of mold-infested cardboard boxes. Here, help me examine all these boxes. Okay, we're just gonna look through the boxes. Hopefully we can find one tooth. Wait, did I find a tooth before? Or did I discuss finding a tooth? I know it was 3 left, but how many do I have? I have 1, so that means I'm missing 2. Oh, there's something behind here, huh? Give me the truth. Also, yeah, I'm kind of skipping because they basically just... Oh, this dish used to be here too. Oh, okay. Certainly a possibility. How did the dish end up inside the corridor shrine then? I don't know either. Okay, so apparently that has used to be there before. I feel like my steps in this investigation are being choreographed by someone else. Damn, so there wasn't actually anything there, huh? Is it gonna say the same thing? Nope. I am missing 2 tooths. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find them before the end of the chapter, but who knows? Oh, I am considering perhaps ending my stream soon just to get some rest, just in case, but I don't know. I don't know. I like to stream, and I'm not that tired that I need to do it. I just feel like I might just should or want to. I don't know. What do you all think? You all are part of this as well. Even if you're lurking, even though Twitch doesn't like lurkers. I'm not even joking with that. I'm pretty certain there's like, yeah, lurkers can exist, but they need to chat now and then. It's like, that's not what a lurker is. I even saw something on like Blue Sky was in like, oh, look, you have now become like the top clipper on someone's channel. I was like, oh, nice. But let me at least then be a damn viewer as well. I love to just casual. Sure. I'm just gonna get what's inside here. I don't even know what's inside here. It was just apparently the voice said it. I get a dirty scalpel from my bag and approach the stuffed fox. I press the tip of the scalpel to the fox's belly. Ew. And then I slice it open. The fox's stomach is gaping. Yeah, that wouldn't be surprised. There's so many bugs in there. Given how old the fox is, I should have expected something like this, but even still, I can't help being disgusted. Brushing away the bugs. Yeah, dude, I feel like I'm assuming really beat the game to make me realize how greedy I am. In what way? Because I know, for example, I used like $7 just to like get some extra pulls just because. But it's not so often I actually like pay money. Most of the times I pay little, which is like at least up to a $10. Now and then. It's not even often. It might be like weeks or months in between. But why do you feel so greedy? This thing. I show here the plastic square I found. Isn't that a floppy disk? For being called floppy disk, they are not really so floppy. You know what this is, right? I'm just asking to be sure. Yeah, no, I know what that thing is. It's a thing you use to save data on a computer, isn't it? I love that we have phones now that is basically like screens. It's like, is that the thing you use to do this with? I was like, you sound like you're basically in between that part and that part. See 68% failure on a speed 4 with rainbow support. Clicks it anyway and regret it when I fail. Fair enough. For some reason I just felt for starting a Musume, see if I can get some daily stuff. Correct. If I have a computer with a floppy drive, oh, I just realized I'm capable soon of upgrading my alternate El Condor Pasa to a 5-star, I think. I just need one more banner, which I can pay for as well, because most of the time I always lose that damn raise, so I can't get it through that. Computer, huh? Now think about it, I remember seeing a laptop in the puzzle-free room. We got a floppy disk. Did you see the support card for the next event, by the way? It's wild. I have not. Where did you find stuff like this, by the way? Oh wait, do you mean it's actually started? Because I just noticed that I'm downloading shit now. Oh, hi there, you. Baseful bugger. Does it have clothes, or is it like just hair covering what's supposed to be a body? Not yet, okay. So I got 300 carrots from the Cinderella animal login bonus, which apparently I thought I already got. Hero's voice started to crack due to fear. No matter how much I try to prepare myself, I always freeze up as well. My dear husband, the Fury resentment killed Hooligan. I don't know why they say this twice. It might just be him saying to her what he hears. You are next. He's already here. Should you survive, you will become my real husband. Jesus, thanks. Either I die or something worse gonna happen. Oh, maintenance gift, daily carrot. I even got like the daily carrot stuff. Just because I could. I don't think there's anything else. I have like 960. I just need one more damn banner and I don't have enough for it. But you can't save this soul as you are now. You will die here. Well, thanks. But yeah, like I need... what is it called? Friendship points? Yeah, friend points. I need like 1,000 to get Japanese Derby winner sash. And I have like about 400. Have they race started yet, by the way? Because I know I'm like in rank B. Mostly because you need to like win 3 races. I couldn't win 3 races, so I'm like rank B with that. Oh, 4 hours left. I might be able to have some time. Not gonna lie, I feel like I'm screwed with wasting carrots and Fuji Kiseki. Now I only have like 3,500 for the next event. Fair enough. I think, yeah, so final round B. 3-win finish required to advance to Group A. Final round is 3 ones, but I have not done that. You know what? I'm not gonna talk about it with. I think I'm good enough to be in B rank, to be honest. I can't save his soul. 8 south. Did he say something? Yeah. Apparently he didn't tell her. He was just thinking to himself, oh, I'm fucked. I tell Hero what the party just told me. I don't get it. By he's coming, did they mean... Exactly. We can't run from here until we deal with Mr. Kokuri. You really think we're ready to do that? They said that you couldn't save his soul now, right? Current me can't save this spirit's soul. Just this another hunch, but is it because I'm lacking the key information I need? If that's the case, then there's no way I can save the spirit. What do I still need? This floppy disk must be the key. I need to see what's on it immediately. Well, she's freaking out. Oh, I wanted to do the menu apparently. I misclicked. Hero raises her voice frantically. I don't have a response for that right now. So what should I do? Good question. Guess we're gonna confront him. There's not much more we can do. Alright, let's just leave then. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. We're fine. We're fine. We walk towards the door, trying to leave the science room. However... Hold on. Mushrooms. I love, by the way, that if I have this game like on like don't show gore and stuff, it actually asks me if I want to skip this cutscene, but these cutscenes are like really not gory at all. I'm greeted with a vision of a decaying body covered in mushrooms, wearing a mask resembling a beast's skull. Probably a fox. But at the same time, fox have a very small skull, so probably not. The hideous looking Kukuri is standing right before my eyes. I don't know what we should do. We should try something at least. I can't guarantee that we're fully prepared to fight Kukuri. I want to run, but the door is blocked and we don't have another way out. Fair enough. What should we do then? At a moment, Kukuri lets out a terrifying scream. Her entire body is racked with crippling pain. Ew. Yep, those are mushrooms, and they're probably not tasty. Ew. Yep, they're just growing a lot. Look, the mushroom has started invading Yura's body as well. So that was the girl we were dealing with before, but she's back. She's fine. Barely have any damn energy, spirit energy left for this, to be honest. Wait, hold on, give me a second. Murder document, murder child. Masaki. Let's try Masaki. He might be Masaki. Let's try Masaki. Information regarding the Lake as incident is mentioned in the Fox Lakata note. I also obtained the name of the victims thanks to Aita. 58% chance. Damn. Why am I succeeding more often when there's like less chance? Kukuri seems rather convinced. I guess Kukuri is really Kihara, huh? Assuming their science teacher who was investigating Fox Lakata was the victim of the Lake S incident. And the mushroom that the culprit behind the incident were hooligans. It all aligns with Kurokuri's fixations. Therefore, the victim of the incident, Kiwara, is the natural choice to be Kukuri. Yay! Right choice. What was that question just now? What did it want to do? No idea. I feel like it's testing us right now. Kukuri suddenly lets out a shriek. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to fully look like, if it's like his head is half gone and the eyes are stuck to the mushrooms or something. His mask falls off, revealing a hideous decaying face. Like, if the mushrooms weren't there and the eyes weren't like so silly looking, it would kind of work. Because the rest of the face is like decaying looking. Oh, more damage from mushrooms. We have no idea what Kukuru's real intention is. We're going to be killed at this time. What should we do? Good question. Who worst? Does he want us to give him a name again? I guess Student K?
よし
Let's try with Student K. I think it's like a bit of a far-fetched one, but it might be so that. Kuri, the one you sent is Student K. Kuri's breath becomes more shallow. He seems satisfied with that answer. Knew it. Assuming Kukuri is Kiyohara, he lost his family to a bunch of delinquents in the Lake S incident. The culprit were under the influence of Fox Lakata, which was sold by Student K. Making things worse, Student K wasn't arrested. It's basically the root cause of all Kukuri's problems. Looks like this is the right choice. Kukuri lets out an eerie howl. Then he slowly vanished into thin air. Okay, it was actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. In a flash, the pain disappears as quickly as it came. The strange objects covering my head and arm has also disappeared. Is it over? No, not yet. The soul isn't saved. What's that sound? Hearing that eerie scream, I started to feel dizzy. Is Fury attacking us again? I don't know if he's smiling, I can barely see it. It might be that they're just being controlled as well by the departed, and he might just be like suffering through that. What exactly is gonna happen? I kind of forgot what happened. Oh, come here. Is Gurren being devoured? Why? My dear husband, you were supposed to die here. But you resisted fate, stood against fear. Now I am convinced you are my real husband. Take a look. Take a look at what? Oh. Before my eyes, the departed transforms. Their head splits open, revealing their new form, one more hideous than the last. Yeah, she has gone more insane now, or they. Kind of reminds me of a monster from another game, horror game I played, but I completely forgot the name of it. It was a while ago. It was a very weird game. The first was kind of fine. The second one was like, I have no idea. It was still good in a sense. It was just very, very odd. What is that thing? The lights are supposed to be off, yet they emit a dim light. Red light. Oh, apparently both of us lost consciousness. Hey, Hero, are you okay? I grab Hero by the shoulders and give her a firm shake. I helped Hero off the floor. Thank you. What's that light? Is this Mr. Kukuri's doing? I have no idea. Hero, can you recall anything? Me? I can't remember a thing. I lost consciousness the moment Mr. Kukuri started behaving oddly. That reminds me, where is Mr. Kukuri? He's not here. Did you do something to him? No. The one who killed Mr. Kukuri is the departed. The departed devoured Mr. Kukuri, and then their body underwent a horrible transformation. What's wrong? No, it's nothing. I don't really know anything either. I'm still coming to my senses too. I doubt that telling Hero about that bizarre scene is going to clear anything up. Let's turn to infirmary. Maybe Yasuke can give some answers. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end my stream here though. I thought it was gonna like end up like an hour earlier or so, but there was a little boss fight here, so I thought it was a good idea. I'm just gonna go and save. I'm gonna have to do it in the place there. I'm still looking for like at least 2 more teeth, so I'm gonna see if I can find them at some point. Pretty certain every place. Oh. Oh, sick. I'm stupid. I thought somehow we like quickly went to the first floor. And that's why there was a door there. I completely forgot there's actually a door on the second floor as well. Yep, red light out here as well. I can feel someone's gaze on me. I get a deja vu for some reason. Oh, squeak. I think it's the doll. Yep, it's the doll. You look much, much more complete now than you were before. The female doll is standing in the darkness. Her damaged face has been fixed. What can that be? Why did her appearance change in addition to the departed? Yeah, she has been like healed and healed for each time. Her words are clearer than before. Kukuri's resentment is still lingering. Kukuri not forgive those possessed by demons. Return red demons where they belong. The female doll then disappeared into darkness. Yeah, because if the departed is still hungry, she's gonna come after someone. Kukuri's resentment is still lingering. Can't immediately refute that. If Kukuri had been devoured by the departed before his soul was saved, perhaps the lingering resentment was still bear its fangs as a living. If that's true, then its target is still... Yeah. We're not gonna go that yet. Yeah. I know what we're gonna do. I trust the female doll, to be honest. For the sole reason of me knowing something, and for a second reason they've helped us more than once. It's kind of interesting though, like, well, at the same time, the first game also had a doll that helped us, and that one turned out to be evil as hell. Just stretching my neck a bit. Looks kind of silly when I do it like this. I love just lifting my flashlight each time I see something. We return to the grounds from the shrine once again. Hey, why have we come here? I have something to tell Mr. Kukuri. Huh? Fuck off. Oh, think if that would be a thing, like, oh, I have defeated the spirit. Like, why did we come here back here then? To tell him to fuck off. Ah, just wait here, hero. I head towards the inner area of the grounds by myself. The Kukuris, I mean, Masaki's Kiara's corpse is resting here. A man whose life and family were ruined by Fox Lakata. To add insult to injury, to mortal injury, these mushrooms are growing on his corpse, as he mocks his tragedy. Return the red demons to where they belong. If the red demons are referring to Fox Lakata, there's no other place they belong more than right here. Take a look at this, Kiara. Take the creepy petri dish from my bag, and then throw it into the nearby bush. That should be enough, right? What did you do? I threw out the petri dish. But why? Looks like Kata wasn't supposed to be taken outside this forest. This is what Mr. Kukuri wants. If Fox Cat is such an amazing plant, if we just research it, we might be able to develop new medicine. Spirits don't really accept that kind of nonsense. Mr. Kukuri views everyone who takes Fox Lakata from the forest as hooligans. You know all those hooligans met their ends, right? If we're prepared for the potential consequences, it's all yours. Fair enough. Kira's complexion turns paler shade of white. With her crippling fear of spirits, it should give her more than enough reason to change her mind. Fine, I'll get it. Damn, that was such a massive disappointment. I've been thinking about getting those mushrooms back to the lab since we found them. You heard that, Kiara? I'll report your case to the cops once everything is settled. You should just rest peaceful until then. I haven't heard a bell though. Here we go. I think I'm gonna be a bit lazy tomorrow because like I still need some food for tomorrow. But I also have like a fruit pie, like a minced meat pie, and I think I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna bring back that with me to work tomorrow because I am too exhausted to like make food for tomorrow. Also, welcome Batman guy. Unfortunately, no pineapple on in that pie. There is only minced meat and other stuff. There's like two of them different ones, but I like kind of like this one more because it has more minced meat and it has like everything else, which is like, oh, you have a little tomato, you have a little not garlic, leek, like lurk. What is lurk in English? Onion, that's what it's called. Welcome. I hope you have a good day though, Batman guy. Yep. Toilets are flushing, the piano is playing. Who could have thought the paranormal phenomena would occur in the new building as well? Ah, says the person who already knows that the departed is hiding amongst the people in the school. the first time I've witnessed a spirit operating as strongly and bizarrely as this. Don't tell me the special building is also... Yeah, you know what? We might be completely fucked. Oh, no, not yet. The special building is as peaceful as ever. The lights haven't turned red like the ones in the other buildings. Yeah, we should be safer now. What was that phenomenon anyway? I got an idea though. It's just a hunch. But the female doll in Konara Academy changed once the departed transformed. That can't be a mere coincidence. Oh, that's right. Gotta check out the floppy disk. Yeah, let's go check out the floppy disk. Floppy disk, floppy disk. We still have some unresolved mysteries regarding Misiko Kure. Not to mention that the doll also said his resentment is still lingering. And if it's true, our lives will be at risk until that resentment has been replaced. All the stuff concerning the departed and the red lights are certainly worrisome, but we better focus on Misiko Kure as the imminent threat. There we go. Time to check the floppy disk. Fossil tree room is empty at this time. I need to find that laptop quickly. Oh, laptop. There's a laptop on the desk. I can check the data on the floppy disk with this. Do work here, hero. You do the work, hero. This isn't my cup of tea. Alright, I got it. Okay, so what do we find for information here? Because there was information he hid. I see. There's documents from 10 years ago. These files predate operating system with a GUI. Let's go back to the days of command lines. The files themselves should still be readable by modern word processing software, I hope. Okay, I guess. After a while, some text finally appears on the screen. This is... I'm writing this here just in case. I summoned K to the forest. K is Mitsuru Kurumine. He's a hooligan. He'll probably bring his gang of thugs with him. So I decided to bring my hunting rifle. I become a demon, both physically and mentally. The next fox demon of this cursed forest, I'll terrorize them and kill every single one of them. Even if I die or sacrifice my soul, I shall destroy my enemies. Masaki Kihara. Wait, does that mean he summoned them and then ended himself just so he could become a spirit and hunt them down? Or did he summon them and then knew that he would lose and then become like the guardian fox of that place? Isn't this pretty much a farewell note? And this Masaki Kihara person is probably Misiko Kure. Adding Kihara's note to the other information we have so far, we can see the full story. 10 years ago, Kihara's wife and child were murdered by delinquents in Lake S. The boy were junkies addicted to Fox Lakata. And the one who sold them was hooligan K. K was Kuruman, a delinquent from Konara Academy. After learning of his identity, Kihara summoned Kuruman and his friends to the forest with the intention of getting revenge. At that moment, he became the fox demon of the cursed forest. Wearing the white clothing, complete with a fox mask, he copied how Misiko Kure looked. He probably saw something of himself in the spirit who killed hooligans that disgraced the shrine. However, he never got his revenge. Kurumine and his friends killed him and buried him in the forest. His skeletal corpse was Kiara. His resentment still lingered on after his death. Thus his regret became a spirit. Oddly enough, a spirit that looked like Misiko Kure. And that is how his revenge began claiming hooligans addicted to Fox Lakata. One of them being Kakuta. I guess we have learned enough. Let's report this to Yasuoka, another's infirmary. Yes, let's do. We're back. Have you seen the school turn red? We should share the information we have about Mr. Kukuri with others. Should be waiting for it. I said I was gonna save and end, but like I feel like I'm almost gonna need to continue just a bit here. I'll come back to you two and tell us what happened out there. Tell them the events that happened up to this point, including the moment where the departed devoured Mr. Kukuri and transformed. A sight that only I could see. A sight I wish was merely a hallucination. What the? A spirit transformed after devouring another spirit? I never heard of such a thing before. What a monster. It doesn't make sense. Don't scare me like that. 3 mark bearers, all of them, all take this news differently. Shocked and confused. Honestly, I feel all of their emotions. What if this transformation made them stronger? That explained the red lights from earlier. Does that mean things have taken a turn to the worst? Most likely. I wonder what they're planning next now that they've gained power and transformed. More terrifying things may be in store ahead. Awful. Heavy silence falls over the infirmary. My party grows stronger and there is nothing we can do about it. A sense of fear grows alongside a sense of powerlessness that we feel. The phone on the desk is ringing. I should answer it. Hey, hello. It's Marashi. I've charged Kakuta's phone. Have you checked what's on it? Of course. I'll tell you what it says now. You better take notes. She's very friendly, especially when we managed to actually get like a hold of her. Because before she wasn't really friendly. She was just like, okay, you're a teacher. I don't care. Just back off. But when she learned that we apparently were friends with the woman we have with us here, she was actually quite very friendly. Contact Kakuta's phone. There is a series of messages from MK. Give me a second. So MK, wasn't it? What was it? What was it called? Um. Wasn't it supposed to be on the floppy disk? Yes, K doesn't mention in here. Where was K? Hold on. Is it? No, it can't be in here, right? No, it doesn't seem like it. But at least I believe, if I'm not mistaken or misremember, MK is basically K. MK had entrusted Kakuta to message the Foxla cat and to manage the Foxla cat in the forest. But when their secret was about to be exposed, he told Kakuta to dispose of them. He threatened to tell the world about Kakuta's assault case if Kakuta betrayed him. Kakuta reluctantly agreed to help. MK didn't send any messages after for 2 weeks until the day after school, when Kakuta got 2 new messages from him. However, the text was too garbled to decipher, which is probably when the text told him that, you know what, Mr. Kokuri would gonna come and kill you, which was the departed MK. I recall the time I saw Kakuta in the storage room and was murmuring something while looking at his phone. I thought it meant Mr. Kukuri, to be honest, but yeah, misremember that part. Pretty clear it was acting under MK's direction. That Kakuta's pretty messed up kid for someone who's disciplinary committee member. Yeah, the roles have really changed, hasn't it, Saki? Kakuta didn't have, as I said, very friendly. Kakuta didn't have anything to do with the Lake S incident. However, he got himself mixed up with Fox like Kata because of MK's blackmail. That's how he met his end. Mr. Kukuri, Yuara won't forgive anyone who's addicted to Fox like Kata. Thanks, Marashi. I was just repaying my debt since I caused you trouble before, alright? I hang up now, so say out to Miss Yaosaka for me. It was that girl, right? What did she say? Hey, MK. You think there was a person named K mentioned the Lake S murder case? In Kiara farewell notes, K's full name was Mitsuru Kuruman, which means that the K from the Lake S case has the initial MK. It's a pretty likely fit for him to also be the MK who's messaging Kakuta. Kuruman continued to gather Fox like Kata secretly even after the Lake S incident. Exploited Kakuta's weakness and had him watch over his crops. What's with the frown, Miss Mashita? Oh, I knew it. I knew Mitsuri Kuruman. That jogged my memory. So? Is he a criminal you arrested in the past? No, the opposite. Mitsuri Kuruman is a cop. He's a career bureaucrat with the Metropolitan Police Department. His Pops is the top brass, so he joined the cops because everyone expected just follow in Pop's footsteps. Makes sense with thought of him basically being bailed out when the murder happened 10 years ago. Wait a minute. He wasn't prosecuted, but Kuruman was still a suspect in the Lake S case. I'm still saying Fox like Kata. How is it possible that a fiend like that can still be a cop? Cops are just people. There's stains and fiends in every group of people. Doctors, teachers, military, cops. And like I said earlier, the stat is top brass. Sweeping a case like that on the rug wouldn't take some effort, but his Pops was so high up he could definitely take care of it. Are you serious? So he escaped punishment for Lake S and is blackmailing students to do his dirty work even now? What a shameless scumbag. That's exactly the kind of guy Kuruman is. Selfish asshole who stoop to anything so long as it gives him the slightest benefit. In addition, Kiara's spirit is unable to find peace due to that miscreant. Unforgivable. Is there anything more we can do, Mashita? Nope. It's out of our hands. No matter what evidence we find, we'll never be able to take him on trial. What do you mean by that? Kuruman's already dead. That does explain the 2 weeks ago was the last message, and then in the middle of everything, hi! You gonna die tonight! What? I remember reading about it in the newspaper about half a month ago. He died while relaxing at the lake. Accidental death, they say. A murder 10 years ago and a spirit walking free. He died by the lake where he killed someone, or when he made people more or less kill someone. Accidental death, huh? Sure. And that lake he was relaxing at, you guessed it, Lake S. What a coincidence. Or maybe it was a coincidence at all. For an arrogant, entitled man with power like Kuruman, the deceased must have seemed as powerless as the living. In spirit with just another made-up construct like morals or dignity that could disregard, because we could kill so easily. But for those like us, we know the grudge of the dead aren't just ghost stories. The deceased are not powerless. Phew. That concludes our investigation for the night. Not everything is cleared up. There are some mysteries that remains unsolved. But there's no one left who can resolve those mysteries. Both Kakuta and Kurumine is dead. I start getting ready to leave school, though I'm still feeling uneasy for some reason. Is it because of the red damn lights over the whole damn school? Welcome back. You locked the door? Yeah. Did they force you to work as a janitor too? Putting up way too much effort into this. Hey, we can't let people loiter inside the school or the number of victims is gonna increase. As soon as the words leave my mouth, I feel how empty they are. Fair, we haven't been able to save anyone in this game. Ira and Mashita are the only ones in the infirmary. There's no sign of Yosoka. Where's Yosoka? I call a taxi and sent her home. I mean, this is usually paytime for geezers, right? It's way too energetic for her age. You're really rude, you know that. If I hear you being charged with harassment, I'm totally going to believe you're guilty. I never harassed anyone in my life. Do we head home now too? And are we both to the station as tanks? Yep. Good is ending. So the person he was looking for was already dead 2 weeks ago. There you go, so we are going to save here. I think it's actually a good time, because this is more or less the end of the chapter. And it's like 15 minutes left. So, to be honest, it wasn't actually as early